The Orange County Library System's Melrose Center has been dedicated to teaching and sharing technology for years. When the temporary closure due to COVID began in March 2020, the center's Fab Lab team answered a vital community need by directing resources toward the creation of personal protective equipment.
Okay, so if you had told me at this point last year that I would be using the library's brand new guider to print PPE for hospitals, I probably would have said, why would a hospital need something from a hobbyist, like made by a hobbyist, like somebody like me? So in March 2020, like right after we had been sent home for the initial lockdown here in Orange County, one of my coworkers, another Fab Lab instructor, Frank, he mentioned that we could be making PPE ourselves with the library 3D printers and that there was a dire need for them in the hospitals.
So what happened was that a group of Italian makers got together and they decided to design a 3D model and create these parts to see if they can be used. On reading this, I realized that we probably could supply some help to our local hospitals.
So here behind me we have the donation center. If you have a 3D printer at home and it's not doing anything, I implore you to try to print some PPE equipment for these medical heroes.
After that, we kind of all got to work. So we went through a couple different designs, printing different types of face shields. Harold made his molds.
Hello, my name is Harold Singh, and I'm going to show you how I created face frames from rubber molding and liquid acrylic. The first step is to have an original frame. This one is a 3D printed version. I glued it securely into a box and sealed the edges. I then poured the liquid rubber into it and let it sit for about 6 to 8 hours. This process is fast for quick production. And here's the frame with a 3D printed headband.
Then you just have to attach the shield. The shield is acrylic, very thin, lightweight. It has holes in the end, which were pre-cut using our laser cutter in the lab, which is then pressure fitted onto the visor. This is the finished product.
So amidst all that, COVID hit home for me. My mom works in a nursing home and she let us know that there were a couple positives among the staff and the patients there. Of course, I talked to Jim, my manager. We were making face shields for the community and, my mom and we were part of that community. It was really great to have made the face shields and then see my mom and, her coworkers using them. And now we've printed, over 1,000 face shields.
The Melrose Center is thankful to have the opportunity to help our community during these trying times by producing personal protective equipment for some of our dedicated healthcare workers. For more information about the Melrose Center, follow us on social media at Melrose Orlando or visit ocls.info/Melrose.